out. So if you're like me, first of all, welcome back to the channel. If you're like me, you've always wondered how bulletproof is bulletproof glass. That is what we're gonna find out in today's video. Now, the difference between every other bulletproof glass video you've watched and my one is I'm gonna place precision shots one on top of the other one and see how many it takes us to get through there. But first, what we're gonna do, we're gonna establish a baseline, sort of what type of accuracy can we squeeze out in about 5 seconds or so. So the theory is kind of car pulls up, armored car pulls up. This is, by the way, from a luxury SUV. Thanks, Grant Anderson, for sending this to the channel. I know you're a massive fan, so thank you so much for sending us this. So the premise is car pulls up at a robot, traffic light. We call them robots in South Africa. Snipers, 100 meters away, 100 yards. He puts round after round on the same point on the window, and how many rounds will it take to get through there? Because generally in every other video, there's around there, around there, around there, around there. So we want to see just how much this window can take with pinpoint pro shooter accuracy. Let's go. So what we're going to do now is establish a baseline just on paper at about 40 yards to see what we can sort of do in 5 rounds and to visually show you guys the sort of grouping that you can shoot in 5 rounds. So I'm not going to worry about extreme accuracy. We're just going to sort of quickly put 5 rounds on this target. All right, 3, 2, 1, go. Not bad, better than I was expecting. Okay, cool. So now that we've sort of got our acceptable level of accuracy, this was a 5-round group we just shot from back there. We've put up our window and we have put a driver in the vehicle, as you would say in America. He looks dodgy AF. So we're pretty much gonna shoot him. I wanted to put an actual reference on like a piece of tape on the glass to have an aiming point, but I'd probably blow that out. So kind of the goal is to sort of aim for the temple, for lack of a better description, and then after that I'm just going to keep aiming for that 1 round. Now initially we're going to start off with a 5-round sort of group similar to this. We're going to come back, and the reason we've actually got this behind that is so that we'll be able to see very clearly if we have a round go straight through, and we'll have a perfectly, well, probably not a perfect hole in the paper, but there'll be a hole in the paper, and that's how we're going to determine if we actually go through that or not. Now what I want you guys to do at this point in the video is go down in the comments down below and tell me how many 22 long rifle rounds do you think it's going to take to go through that glass. Okay, cool. So that camera is rolling. A little bit about the rifle. LSS rimfire 22 long rifle, MDT Skypod with a Vortex Razor of 3.5 to 18. Now the reason I'm telling you about the rifle is in its current configuration, that's really going to give me the ability to put relatively quick rounds on target and shoot a tight little group. I know you're thinking camera guys in front of the gun, bolts out, don't worry about that. Let's get set up, do some shooting. We have a camera down there, got another big camera down here. This is gonna be awesome. Okay, so we're loading up, a little bit of perspective. This is the size of the round we're shooting now, 22 long rifle. In the next video, we're gonna test the same window and sort of step up demolition round style and end with this monster, so you're not going to want to miss that. Please make sure you're subscribed. Right, my aiming point I'm going to go for is sort of as his earlobe goes into his skull. I'm super pumped. Let's see how this goes. Right, first round bulletproof glass ever in my life. Let's go. Again, I'm going to shoot relatively quickly here. Oh my word! That's empty, I think. Dude, that thing shattered. Wow, let's go have a look. Oh my word. That's empty, I think. Okay, this was so much cooler than I thought. I was planning on shooting quickly, but my initial reaction was how much the glass cracked. And we just have to stop this camera before we go up. Oh! I'm wondering, are we through? There's quite a bit of glass. Okay, no, our guy's good. Come look at the back here. I don't want to cut up my hands. Okay, so we definitely made it through the first layer, second layer, but on the back, there's not even like a swell or anything on the back here. So, but in terms of our grouping, we've got a very, very good grouping. Ooh, little pieces of glass everywhere. But our guy's sort of good. Dude, that first round hit and this whole thing cracked. It was super cool. Okay, let's put another 5 in her and see what happens. Okay, next 5, we're gonna, I think, just do this in batches of 5. It's difficult from my sort of perspective because I'm just seeing all the white. But yeah, batches of 5. Okay, let's go check. Okay, so straight off the bat, okay, look at this. I really don't want to cut up my hand. Look at that. Okay, so there's quite a bit of a, I would call that a nipple on the back. And I think there's lead in there. Let me see if I can see that in the sun. Literally, there's glass powder everywhere. I almost need a pocket. You can see the bullet. Come see if you can come in on this. This is a recipe for, there's bullets in there, right there. So they're stuck in there. And this sort of plastic resin, I don't know what they use on the inside, that like sort of a laminate type of material, is doing a wonderful job of catching those bullets. So that's 10 rounds. I'm thinking on the next 5 we're going through this, and right, let's go. Okay, so this is way more fun than I was expecting it to be, and usually not the type of content we make on this channel. Our channel is sort of more aimed at firearms education and showing how much, like, sort of the ultimate level of proficiency, if you will, of what you can achieve with the firearm. But this is a lot of fun, and I see why other channels do it. I hope you guys enjoy it. It's a little bit different for my regular subscribers. I'm thinking this next 5 puts us through. There's glass in this hand. It's really interesting. I don't know if the mic's going to pick this up, but the sound of the bullet hitting the glass is louder than the gun going off. I think that's 5. Let's just keep rolling on that guy. Walk down here. Let's just safety-wise do that. Have a quick inspection. I think we made it through. Place your bets now. Okay, is he dead? Yay, nay. He dead, son! Okay, we made it through. And by the looks of it, more than 1 round made it through. I'm scared. I actually need a pocket knife. Look at this glass on the back. Let me do that. Look at that. I mean, that is a recipe for wrecking your thumb, if anything. But this on the back is almost like a plastic layer. Super cool. So somewhere between 10 and 15 we went through. It might have been even one of those first 2 ones. This was super fun for me. Let me know if you came close with your comment in terms of guessing in the beginning of the video. As I said, in the next video we're going to sort of step this up, and that's why we kept it to the 1 corner. We're going to step it up demolition round style, you know, start with a small caliber, work our way up and end on some pretty big magnums and probably a 50 BMG. So you're not going to want to miss that one. Thanks for watching. If you want to check out my precision rifle training, it'll be down here. If you haven't subscribed, it'll be down here, and check out some of our other videos at the top. I appreciate every single one of you watching. Thank you so much. See you in the next one.